Welcome to episode 8. Damn. Episode 8 of Garrett's Football Show. This week we're here, what I'd say probably would be the first official friend of the show since it's the second week coming on. Camby from, what is it? What? The first week I was with Sean. The second week it was the third week. Who was Camby that was on for 3 weeks, so thank you for coming back on for another episode. I guess in a completely different place in the season for every team from when we first had this. When you first came on, my favorite teams. Last week I was high up. It was my first episode sitting in this basement. Both my teams won. It was exciting. It was refreshing. It was calming. And I was really excited that I could have that feeling. It was the first time that I had felt that all year. And right after that, I sat and I watched both my teams lose. And it was the toughest one that I've seen yet, for sure. It was just a complete flip. I was expecting at least one of my teams to win, and at least one of them should have won, and I think both of them should have won. But I guess we're going to talk about them. First, I'll just get into the Steelers. I'd say that's just the growing pains of a rookie QB, and the defense who didn't play bad before I say this, but the defense who had 4 easy, I could have caught, you could have caught interceptions that they missed, that any one of them could have been, we lost by 6 points. Any one of them could have been the field goal.
No, yeah, that definitely affected the game.
So,
I'd say.
Yeah. So when I look at that game, I just think we have a rookie QB. I think we have a rookie QB that is very confident and makes a lot of maybe. Like I said the first week he played, he's going to throw a lot of interceptions because he's going to take a lot of risk. But he's going to do a lot. He's going to have a lot of big plays because he takes a lot of risk. And I think like right now as a rookie, it's going to probably look more like it's risk that he's taking than them turning out to big plays. I think I guess it's just we have to live with it. Not live with it, but I think he just is playing through the growing pains right now. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. Sorry, my throat's killing me. Again, I guess 2 weeks in a row with that, but I'm okay with that. But do I want to sit and watch my team lose and not score in the second half? I know I wrote it down here somewhere, but yeah, what was it? 5 punts, I think. 5 punts and 2 turnovers turnover on downs was our second half. Yeah, not turnovers on downs. 5 punts and 2 interceptions was our entire second half. So that's just unacceptable. On Matt Canada, I think every week I talk about how we need to fight Matt Canada. I still think that's the case, but I will say at the beginning he was doing that bullshit where, and I want to say, I guess I haven't even called you, I guess to ask this, but do you notice that he'll on first down, and because it was a Sunday night game, it was probably like the first game that everybody was watching the Steelers because it was Sunday night. Right. But Matt Canada on first down would call a run play. Najee would get 2 yards, 3 yards. It would be 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. Yeah. He'll call another run play right after, and he'll get another 3 yards, and then he has to do a 3rd and 5 and a 3rd and 6. And he does them really well. But is that not something that you notice?
To be honest, no, I haven't noticed that. I have Najee, so I do notice when he gets the ball, he barely gets any yards. So, honestly, for Najee, a 4 to 5 yard carry would be a good carry. He's having a pretty bad year, I'd say, in terms of running the ball. He hasn't really done any damage in the receiving end either, so I don't know. I'm not too big on Najee this year, but I will ask you this, since we're starting on the Steelers: you'd rather watch them play and lose, play it out like this with Pickett, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Then as opposed to what?
Trubisky.
Oh fuck no! There's no.
Yeah, because last time I was on, we were talking about that. Remember?
Oh yeah, because at that time, I think. I was of the mindset
just
that
too early.
Too early, and what's the point of bringing Trubisky in if you're not going to play with him? And I didn't think he was going to be that ass.
I agree. It's the same situation as the Colts. They brought Trubisky in this year, and we brought Ryan in. They both got paid. We paid Ryan a little more than you guys paid Trubisky, I'm pretty sure.
And I think so. I think that's true.
But
you're saying, but the thing about that is the best that you can expect from Matt Ryan and the best that you can expect from Mitchell Trubisky is completely different. The best that you can expect from Mitchell Trubisky is a game or two over 500.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true. That's not what I was. I was just comparing the situation, not the players.
Then
Like
yes, because he's not. Because Matt Ryan is living far from what we would expect the best of him to be.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they both brought in QBs.
Yeah.
And ended up replacing him with guys they drafted.
Yes.
You know?
100%.
And they were both pretty unexpected, right? Like, I wanted him to bring Pickett in, but I really didn't think he was.
I didn't think he would. I didn't think he would either. I think if he did, it was going to be at the end of the season. But I will say, I didn't think there was it wasn't, I don't know why, but it wasn't in my mindset at all that Matt Ryan was not going to be our quarterback, barring injury for the rest of the season.
It wasn't in my mindset that he'd play as bad as he is.
Fair.
I'm not saying it's all his fault. Offensive line has been terrible. But at the same time, when he throws it more than 20, 30 yards, it looks like he's putting all his strength into it. And even when he does throw those balls, they're wobbly. Like, they barely get to him. I feel like, I don't know. He just doesn't look the same. I think he's old. He's fumbled the most in the league, like, tied for most interceptions, I think. Or maybe, I don't know. It's between him and Matt Stafford. But it's been a terrible year for him. So, worst of his career, I'd say, for sure.
I agree.
So,
Just asking this, like, just playing devil's advocate. I don't even know exactly, I guess, how I feel about this, but because for most of this show, I was saying that I think it's mostly Matt Ryan's fault why we're losing. And then last week we had the first game where Matt Ryan, I don't know if it's the first game where he didn't get sacked, but it was definitely the best game offensive line.
Against the Jaguars?
Yeah, that we've had. And I think, is it fair to say, like I saw that Frank Reich said, we didn't do our job with Matt Ryan either because we promised him a good defense, good offensive line. So is it, do you think, like Mitchell Trubisky with the Steelers, we did our job. We offered that nigga a good defense, good wide receivers, and great coaching. He had all of those things. Matt Ryan got none of the things he was offered. Our defense isn't even that good this year. And our running game's not good. We didn't even give him that.
Our running game's not good because our offensive line's not good.
Exactly.
Like, Jonathan Taylor's still Jonathan Taylor. Derrick Henry couldn't run behind this offensive line, I don't think. Yeah. I don't know. They're just not playing very well together. But yeah, back to Matt Ryan. I think he was just having a bad year, or the worst year he could have. So I didn't think that this would happen, but I'm glad it did happen. Let's get. Go ahead. I was just gonna say get back to the Steelers. I didn't mean to.
Oh no, I didn't care. I was gonna say. Well, since we're talking about the Colts, we can just talk. I was gonna just say let's talk about the Colts.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because but I guess I guess the Steelers. Yeah, I didn't want to talk about them this much this week because it was just like I feel like we have a rookie QB with a lot of potential.
I like his potential, and like I said, I'm glad that Tomlin put him in. I like to see him work it out rather than seeing Trubisky do terrible from the bench. That's not going to help him at all. So I'm glad that he's actually getting to play it out.
I agree.
So
and another thing and I guess again to end it is to get to the we'll just go forward for who the Steelers have next. I said last week we have the Eagles next. Last week I said I'm not going to make any statements about that game until after I saw the Miami game. Well, I've seen the Miami game.
What's it
and I think we're gonna beat the Eagles. I'm trying not to be a fanatic, and I'm trying all my friends. And just today, I guess I could do a whole other sports show about this, but I was recently proved wrong about Conor McGregor. That's a whole other thing. But I'm being told that the way I argue, I guess, is I don't argue off logic. So right now in this moment, I'm gonna try to be logical. So I guess logically, the Eagles are gonna win that game. And the Eagles just got a new, I think, offensive lineman that they just got from the Bears.
No, defensive lineman.
Defensive lineman that they just got from.
Defensive end, sorry.
Or whatever it is. Fuck it, I'm wrong. But it's a new defensive player from the Bears that's supposedly pretty good. So that's even more logical reason where the Eagles would win. But it's and this is why being a fan is crazy, or how you feel about stuff, because there's something about this Steelers team where it's like we could win every game and we could lose every game. And as a fan, I'm not going to say we're going to lose. Mm-hmm. Like, we could beat the Eagles, and I think I wouldn't be surprised depending on how the game looked.
Well, I would be very surprised if you beat the Eagles. I'm not going to lie.
Very, very surprised.
Like, super-duper surprised.
Like a game upset of the week.
100,000%.
Of
Yes.
course, because they would be undefeated. But if it looked close, like if it's like a thing where we win at a last second thing or some one crazy thing, okay. But if it's like a close game and we beat them off a good play, would you be like, oh my god, still?
Yeah.
Okay. So no matter how it is,
no matter how they beat them, I'm gonna be crazy. I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm gonna be surprised. Like, that would be crazy.
It would be crazy. It would be crazy being logical.
But that, even if that guy that they got from the Bears, Robert Quinn, if he doesn't play, like, I would still expect the Eagles to win by at least 10 to 2 touchdowns. 10.
Oh my god! 2 touchdowns. So you think the spread? I think it's 10.5 is a lock? Is what you're saying?
Is 10.5 the spread?
The last time I checked it, I think it was, but
I would say it's a lot.
Now.
I would say that's a little bit higher than I would put it at.
It's -11 if you trust ESPN, who gets it from Caesars. I guess I can look
I'll
at
be
it.
on FanDuel.
Yeah, I'd be.
But
I do.
-11 still. I mean, Caesars.
I'll look at FanDuel.
Still legit.
So, but all right. So I guess okay. I guess I'll wait to make my official prediction when we do predictions. But I'll as of right now, I'll say logically yes. If I was betting, I guess I would pick the Eagles. But like,
you get a lot of juice with the Steelers, bro.
It's -10.5.
-10.5.
Yeah.
What's the money line plus what?
-5 plus 385.
385. You put
Steelers, obviously.
Click on it real quick and do 15.
$57.
Not bad. You put 20, 25 on it for 100.
Wow.
So, but I don't like to bet on my teams.
I feel that. I don't either.
I do it still,
but
I don't like to.
But okay, the last thing I'll say on the Steelers is T.J. Watt is back to practicing this week. I don't think it's full practicing and full contact and everything. I don't think it's that.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, he practiced a little this week. After Philadelphia, we have a bye week right in the middle of the schedule. I love that. Then we have the Saints, the Bengals, which is a scarier game than it was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, then after that, we have the Saints, Bengals, and then Colts at Indianapolis. I'm not going to talk about any of those games because I don't want to look that far ahead with my team. And like I said, I'm just going to go week to week for them.
Steelers not ready for the Sam Ehlinger-led Colts.
Speaking of, that's a perfect segue. Speaking of Sam Ehlinger-led Colts.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we're ready for them. I'm not gonna speak bad against the Colts. I'm not gonna speak bad against the Steelers. I'm more of a Steelers fan.
It'll be a lot closer when TJ's back. I'll tell you that. But
it's a lot closer. That's funny.
It'll be a lot closer.
A lot closer.
It's gonna be.
When TJ comes back, it's gonna make it a lot closer then.
Yeah, duh. TJ's hard. He's one of the best in the league.
I'm saying TJ makes it like.
He makes it closer.
He makes it like it's ugly.
Closer, we'll probably, instead of winning by 10 to 14, we'll probably win by 3 to 7.
10 to 14. The Colts, Sam Ehlinger with that terrible offensive line, and Sam Ehlinger's what would it be?
Y'all got a terrible offensive line
Sam
too.
Ehlinger's
same boat,
and
bro.
Sam Ehlinger's what would that be? He plays against the Patriots. No, he plays against the Commanders, Patriots, Raiders. November 20th, his 4th or 5th game that would be. You think his 5th game against Pickett's? Oh, that would be a great game. Storyline wise, Pickett's 8th game it would be.
Sure. Yeah.
Something like that. He started game 4. That would be week 12. Something like that.
I've been telling you we need to go to that game.
We
need to go to that game.
You want to know something funny? I'm saying this right, I guess live, but bro, the Darian's Mr. Dolan, he has season tickets. He gave me the tickets to go. Darian, I'm going.
Really?
Yeah.
What section are you sitting in?
No idea. I really don't care. It's my first time going to a Colts game. It's my first time going to a Colts game. Yes.
Lucas Oil's nice as fuck.
I've never been inside Lucas Oil. I think it like a high school football game.
It's gonna be lit.
I know it is. I was saying this the other day. Like, you think if I wear a Steelers jersey, and you think people would be talking shit to me, or because it's a regular season game, people won't care?
People will be talking shit to you.
You think if 100%. We start winning and I'm flicking them off and
I'm
trying to be less.
They will be talking crazy.
You think so?
Bro,
you know me, I'm gonna talk my shit back.
Bro, what? I forgot you've never been to a Colts game.
Are we like that?
Colts fans are crazy, bro. They be in there getting lit. I'm telling you. You gonna see.
It's a hostile environment.
Especially if it's a close game. Sure.
I'm not asking because you already finished your one.
Why not?
I wasn't trying to
No, you're good.
Get you drunk or nothing. But hostile environment. I thought Indianapolis was I thought it would be friendly. Or not friendly, but they don't care because it's a regular season game. It doesn't really mean that much. Like, I thought it would just be like a regular. And
Bro, you're crazy.
I'm crazy.
Colts
Wow.
fans are passionate.
Wow. So if we win and I'm talking shit, it'll be awesome for me.
If you win and you're talking shit, it'll be awesome. Duh, it'll be awesome for you.
Yeah.
But don't try them niggas. I'm telling you.
It's like that.
Some of them.
Damn.
Some of them will definitely be willing to fight about their Colts.
I'm not bumping with a nigga over the Colts unless he does some disrespectful shit.
Someone will bump with you about the Colts.
Damn, for real? If I'm like, you did.
Probably.
What's the video? What's the video of the dude at the baseball game where he like goes like this?
Oh yeah.
If I go like that,
to somebody, I don't know. You gotta do it to the right person. You do that shit to me, it's a wrap. I'll tell you that right now. We're gonna be in there throwing.
I really can't tell you what I'll do in the moment because I'm gonna be off a couple beers. I'm gonna be having a good time. If the Steelers win and I'm getting shit talked to me for 4 quarters, I may do a wide sweeping flick off to the entire round around.
I guess a wide sweep ain't bad. Like
I do.
Just look around. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad. But that one video, you go up to somebody's face and do that.
That is a completely different thing.
You better be ready to bump. You better be ready.
Fair enough. If you do it to one person,
Just imagine someone doing it to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You better be ready.
Fair enough.
You better be ready to. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it to one person. I would just be like, fuck all you niggas. The Steelers, fuck it. You know?
But no, like, all jokes aside, Lucas Oil is so nice, bro. You're gonna have it. I'm gonna try to go to that game too, honestly. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to go with it.
But Mr. Dolan, but I found out that he has, shout out to Mr. Dolan, known him my entire life. My neighbor, great man. But
shout out to Mr. Dolan.
Hell yeah, but I'll see. I'll probably ask him every Sunday from now. If there's a game he doesn't go to there, he doesn't mind tickets again, and he gives them to me. Well, he didn't give them to me. I'm going with Darian. But Darian, shout out to Darian too, I guess. If she sees this isn't a big deal. But I doubt Darian will want to go to a lot of football games. So if he gives me more tickets,
no, that's cool.
To a different one.
But that would be a very fun game to go to.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be in there with a Steelers jersey and a terrible towel.
Do you have a Steelers jersey?
Nope, I'm going to take my dad's. I used to have...
It's crazy that you're a Steelers fan.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I used to have a Roethlisberger when I was really young, and then I never got a Steelers jersey again, and I don't quite know why. I guess it wasn't like something that I just was like, I'm going to get a Steelers jersey.
Would you say you're you're a diehard Steelers fan, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Would you say you're a diehard Colts fan?
No.
So you're just a Colts fan?
I'm a Colts fan because I'm from Indianapolis. I'm more of a Peyton Manning fan because I love Peyton Manning.
No, yeah. Peyton Manning, I mean, that's obviously everyone's favorite Colt. So let's say outside of Peyton Manning, who's your favorite ever of all time?
You know, I hate to say this, but maybe Dallas Clark.
Dude, hate to say it.
I don't hate to say
Clark is
because it's a wide receiver. I'm gonna be honest why I said that.
Tight end.
Or tight end, yeah.
He is
but he felt like a receiver. But
bro, come on.
I just feel like that's what I remember. I just remember him doing a lot of hard shit.
He was that dude,
yeah,
bro. Stop
he was a lot of hard shit.
It's definitely between these. Everyone that played in Peyton's era was hard as fuck. Like Peyton, Dallas, Marvin Harrison, Reggie. Marvin Harrison was definitely better than Reggie. I don't care what nobody says.
That's why I had
to say his name first.
And that's why I wasn't gonna argue with that because I feel like he was too. Reggie Wayne was hard, bro.
I used to want to be like Marvin Harrison. He was fast as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, bro, come on, he was crazy.
But probably Dallas Clark.
Dallas Clark was hard too. And then we had Dwight Freeney and
Robert
Mathis. He was making
crazy catch. He would do the craziest catches.
Oh yeah, he would definitely have one-handed catches.
Yeah,
all the time.
He would have the craziest catches.
Dallas Clark was hard. Yeah.
And you said who?
Oh, on the defense, Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney.
Yes.
I don't know which one of them I like more yet, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I said yeah.
And who was the safety?
Bob Sanders.
Yes. I liked him.
Yeah,
I liked him. I liked him a lot too.
He used to crack him up.
Yes. That's why I used to love Troy Polamalu, but just not to switch the subject. But yeah, no, Bob Sanders. He used to.
Troy Polamalu was your favorite?
Bro, I ain't never seen a nigga. Yes, he was my favorite
Sanders
Steeler.
Used to pop boys
no, not even. That's not what I was about to say. I've never seen a nigga who would start running and get there as soon as they snap it. And I've never seen niggas jump over the line consistently as he did. In terms of that,
he was one of the best of all time.
That nigga would start running before anyone was moving and get right there at the time that they started. I've never seen niggas do that before.
Yeah, no, Troy Polamalu was different.
Like, just eye test wise, that nigga was crazy, bro.
He was definitely all around better than Bob Sanders. He had a way better career than Bob Sanders. But Bob Sanders in his prime, dude, he used to pop boys. That was when we was probably like, I don't know, like 8 to 10 to 12 years old, something like that.
I feel like it was older than that. I feel like 12, 10 to 12.
8 to 10 to 12, something like that. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Because one,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm about to look it up because I don't know why I'm forgetting.
Wow, we just started talking about that's cool though. I like that shit. I'm definitely clipping that.
We can definitely.
I'd be thinking about that like now when I'd be recording. It's like, what am I gonna clip as like the episode to like put as
to promote it?
Yeah.
Type shit. Yeah, I told you we won the Super Bowl in 2007.
Yeah, because I was in first grade. I remember vividly being in first grade.
So we were not 12 years old.
No, probably like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, like 7, I'd say.
Yeah, 7. I'd give 7.
7, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't mean to go on a rant about that.
No.
We can go on.
I like that, but I would say that. Because we started that conversation like in my diehard Colts fan. I mean, when you say diehard, like if I moved and I plan on moving eventually, I would still watch. Yes, I would still watch Colts game. I would still have a Colts jersey. But if the Steelers and the Colts play, and I guess it would never happen, but if the Steelers and the Colts played in the AFC Championship, I would be wearing a Steelers jersey.
Okay, I see. So
I'm not gonna lie.
That would make you a diehard or not.
Exactly, and that's why I said, yeah. But if I went and moved anywhere, I'm wearing Pittsburgh. It just depends on, like, I'm switching the jerseys. I'm talking shit for both teams. Mm-hmm. I really like the Colts, and I really, really, really like Peyton Manning. He's my favorite quarterback.
The GOAT.
He's not the GOAT, but he is the GOAT. I get what you're saying.
Brady's the GOAT, but
Peyton Manning is my favorite quarterback that I've ever watched with my own 2 eyes, without a doubt. Better than Ben Roethlisberger, who I also way better.
Close. Yeah,
it's not even close, but I had a lot of fun watching Big Ben because that nigga he had a fucking arm and he would not you could not bring that nigga down.
Other than Tom Brady, who's better than Peyton Manning?
Other than Tom, nobody.
You can make a case.
And Tom Brady's not better than Peyton Manning necessarily. I think he's a better winner, which I guess in some way makes you better.
Yeah, facts. But talking about quarterback and their legacy, Mahomes, he could definitely pass Manning if he were to keep winning. Like,
yeah, but could he pass Brady?
Not Brady, sorry, Manning.
No, but you said Manning, but I was just asking, could he pass Brady? Because I don't think so. I know that's an argument.
I was just talking about this the other day with my dad. I think if Mahomes could get 5 to 6, he could pass Brady.
Tight.
Because Mahomes is clearly eye talent, the more talented between the two. I don't care if Brady's in his prime or not. Mahomes is more talented than Brady, for sure. But in terms of being the GOAT, there's a lot of things that go into that. Like, you got to be the best leader. Like you said, a winner. Like, he's won 7 times with 2 different, not 2. I mean, he did do it with 2 different teams.
And the 2 that he lost
once with the other.
He only lost to Eli, right?
In the 2 that he lost, he did lose 2 against Eli.
And those are the only 2, right?
I think so.
He's been 9 times.
I think you're right.
It's arguable to say he should have 9. It's not a crazy.
No, you can't say that. He only has 7.
Okay, I won't even go on to that. Okay, I'll give it to you but those games, it's just like the catch with Eli. If he doesn't do that,
that's just an if.
Okay, all right, you're right.
That's if.
And people's also been saying I do ifs and ands and buts a lot. I guess
a lot. That's just not what happened.
Okay,
you're right.
All right.
If we do ifs, then you might be right.
Fair enough.
What I'm saying?
Yes, fair enough.
If was a fifth, we would all get drunk. You feel me?
Yeah. If was a fifth. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. So I'll say that. So Patrick Mahomes, knowing what you know about Tom Brady, and this is a hard question. And actually, spoiler for right now, 27 minutes in, this is a completely different episode of GFS. I don't know how this is going to go, but we're just talking football, I guess, now. I enjoy it, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to get through this. It won't be longer than an hour and 20 minutes, I promise. But just disclaimer, this is what you're watching. Football talk as a whole, it seems like. But I just had to do that because I like this conversation, but I had to give that disclaimer. But Knowing what you know so far about Patrick Mahomes and what you think he can be, and of course knowing pretty much all of Tom Brady's career, you are taking a rookie, the rookie Patrick Mahomes from the day he came in before Alex Smith, and rookie Tom Brady the day he came in for whoever that nigga was. Can't think of his name. Drew Bledsoe.
I think.
And I guess you're putting. I don't know how I'm gonna put teams together, but who do you want?
Mahomes all day.
Really?
Rookie Mahomes versus rookie Brady? Are you kidding?
Not versus, but you're picking like you're getting them at their rookie career, and you're picking them. And you're picking them for that's gonna be your franchise quarterback until
Brady is just like I hate to say this, but like he's like the definition of like a system quarterback. Like, and the reason Brady's struggling this year is obviously his weapons have been hurt, but like you got to realize I think they're missing 2 to 3 out of their offensive linemen. Like their center is the one that sets the tone. Ryan Jensen, I knew when he went out it was a wrap damn near, but it's been shown like he's getting hit a lot this year. He's getting sacked. I don't know.
He's 45. I hate arguing for Tom Brady, but it's like he's 45.
He is 45. He's the GOAT. So
I'll say this is the only and just you saying Tom Brady's a system quarterback. This is way later in the show, but I'm gonna ask it now. So who was it bigger on? And we're gonna come back around to this somehow and get into the other argument that I'm not gonna mention now. Mm-hmm. But who was the better quarterback? I mean, not better quarterback, but who mattered more in the Patriots dynasty? Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, or was it a perfect storm and neither one of them could have done what they did without the other?
I think it's both. There is definitely a perfect storm, but
I think Tom Brady, if he had another good coach, he would have done it again.
Probably.
There wasn't another quarterback that Bill Belichick was going to get that was going to do that.
Probably. That's another if thing. Like that's probably. I can't really speak on that. That's probably, but no, I'm just saying it's not bad, but probably I'd say, but. To answer your question, I think Brady was the driving force. Like Belichick couldn't have done that without.
Then how does a system quarterback?
I mean, he's a system quarterback because like you have to have a good offensive line to win with him. Like Lamar Jackson's not a system quarterback. Like his offensive line's all right. Like it's not the best, not the worst. His weapons are pretty mid, and I mean, other than his awesome tight end, Mark Andrews, that's it. Like he don't really have any weapons. His running backs are always banged up. So Lamar's gonna make it. He's gonna make it happen. Besides, like the system you implement, I feel like. But Brady, you have to have everything click. Like I don't know. Like that's why the Bucs are struggling. Like everybody's getting pressure on them. Brady doesn't really have time. Like, and I know Brady. He throws it short all the time. He usually is the best at getting rid of the ball quick, kind of like Rodgers. But he's just not getting time. He's not getting looks. No one's getting open. It seems like everyone knows how to play the Bucs right now. And like their defense on our last episode, that was a big talk. I feel like we were only like 1 or 2 games in the season.
It was episode 3, so it was before the third games of 2
years. Yeah, and they had one. I think
one of the best defenses.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. But it's been worse. It's been one of the worst in the last couple weeks. So yeah, right. To be continued on that.
To be continued on that. Yeah, we're gonna get back to that. Yeah. All right, the Colts. All right, so I'm not even going to do the big spiel on the Colts. The Colts game, if you watched it, it looked like every other Colts game that had happened except for the Jaguars game. We were terrible throughout the game. Not terrible, but bad throughout the game, and we had to try to make a fourth quarter comeback. It didn't happen. I said last week, was that an anomaly, or was it us figuring it out as far as the team? It looked like it was an anomaly, so I was wrong about that. And the thing that everybody who wants to know anything about the Colts right now is, why are we starting Sam Ehlinger? Is Sam Ehlinger going to get us to the playoffs, or is it kind of a tank year? So I'm going to just say my opinion on it right now, just out, and then you can say yours, and we can just get to talking about it. We're just going to get straight to the point here. I don't think that the Colts 100% know what they're doing right now. B, I don't think any of this was planned at all. We're just going off the limb of it now, or the lamb, I guess would be whatever the saying is. C, we didn't give Matt Ryan any of the things we promised him, which would be a good offensive line, which would be a good running game. And like you said off camera, the running game is bad because of the offensive line. Mm-hmm. I 100% agree with that. And a okay defense. And our defense has not even been okay, I would say. I would say if I had to look up a list, we were probably 13th, 14th, 15th best ranked defense in the NFL.
That's okay.
That's okay. Okay, I guess we're in the upper half.
Because there's just 30 teams.
Yes, exactly. That's half. In the upper half. But I would say that right now, how I feel about the Colts season is next year we're going to know who our quarterback is. This year we have to just fight through it.
Next year is going to be interesting in terms of who our quarterback is. That'll be really interesting. But
in terms of this season, I don't expect us. We're because of our division. We're second in the division. Mm-hmm. We could definitely get to the playoffs. Will we? I do not feel like
I'm about to look up the Titans schedule.
I could be 100% wrong. You can look it up. I'll keep talking.
I'm going to speak it into existence. We're going to make the playoffs.
And I will never argue that. It'll be logical. Because the logical thought of it, though. Do you also still think logically we'd make the playoffs still?
I think logically we definitely have a chance. So the Titans are coming up against the Texans, which they could win. They could lose that game. Yes. I'm not going to lie. But they'll probably win. Then they play the Chiefs. They're gonna lose that game, I think. Then they play the Broncos. That's interesting. I don't know. We'll see about that. I think they probably still win that game.
I agree.
I think they lose to the Packers. I think
the Packers are cooked.
I think the Packers can beat the Titans. I think they can beat. I think the Bengals can beat the Titans. I think the Eagles can beat the Titans. I think the Chargers can beat the Titans. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys can beat the Titans. Like I think they have a tough schedule, so I think the Colts could sneak in there. I really do. We'll see what Sam Ehlinger does.
And next, what do you think about? Okay, so you're still confident in our season then?
Confident? I wouldn't say confident, no, but I'm optimistic.
Optimistic.
Yes.
And Sam Ehlinger, what do you know about him? I saw a couple clips. I looked up some of his stats. He was great in the postseason, but he's never thrown a regular season throw. So I cannot make an opinion on Sam Ehlinger because I feel like I've never really watched him play. I've just looked at stats and highlights. I don't know if you have.
His preseason games were pretty good. I went to one of them actually, the one against Tampa, and he came. I mean, Matt Ryan obviously started for like a few reps or a few drives. I think it was just 2 or 3, but Ehlinger played the rest of the game and I think all the second half or whatnot. He ran for that 50-yard touchdown that game I saw, and his arm is just a lot more stronger than Ryan's, it seems. I don't know. I'm not saying he's a better thrower. We'll see how accurate he is in a regular season game when like all the lights are on him, but he's definitely a better scrambler and obviously a lot younger, a lot quicker. He seems a lot stronger. I don't know. I'm excited to see. It's kind of like I said, it's like the Steelers situation.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to see what Kenny Pickett looks like.
Yeah.
And I think Kenny Pickett, he's in the situation where he has to just play it out right now.
Yes.
I think his best years are ahead of him.
Yes.
And I feel like Sam Ehlinger could be in that situation. We'll see. Okay. But at the same time, Sam Ehlinger could completely flop. Like I don't know. Like I'm not. But I'm going to speak it into existence, and I'm going to say that Sam Ehlinger is going to be hard. And the Colts will squeak into the playoffs.
Sam Ehlinger's going to – I like those statements. Sam Ehlinger's going to be hard, and the Colts will squeak into the playoffs. And looking ahead with the Colts, we are going next against the Commanders in Washington, who look kind of like they're –
They look iffy, like us.
Yeah, just iffy.
Like us.
And then we go at the Patriots, at the Raiders.
I like those 3 games. I think we can go on a 3-game win streak. I really do.
I think we could. Okay. I'm not even. Okay.
You think we could go on a 3-game losing streak? Oh, you crazy. Well, it would be like 4 since we just lost to the Titans. But
yeah, you're right. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that'll happen. We won't lose 4, but I guess also like the Steelers, I don't know if I said this on camera or off camera, but they could lose every game and they could win every game. I don't know whether or not I said that.
That's how I feel about the Colts.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
I like our chances this week against the Commanders at home. Yeah. It's gonna be rocking since Sam Ehlinger starting. When I went to that Titans game, everybody was yelling for Ryan to be benched. Some people were yelling for Foles, so I'm interested to see if like people are actually behind that. But yeah, when you go to the Colts game, you'll be surprised. These people are passionate and they will yell some crazy shit. You'll be like, damn. Like going to a Colts game is way more fun than going to a Pacer game. I don't care.
I can see that, of course. Yeah,
don't care what anyone says.
I can see that.
But
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then I think I already know your opinion with this, and I agree with it. And I hate to put my 2 teams against each other, but the Colts have a better chance of getting to the playoffs.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I think they just have to beat out the Titans, and then, like I said, Titans have a tough schedule. They have beat us twice head to head. So they're gonna keep that tiebreaker. We're not gonna see him again this year, but I really do think that we could like squeeze in there. Like I think all we'd have to do is get Sam Ehlinger to get us 9 to 10 wins, and I think Tennessee could maybe not get that many wins.
That's a lot of wins.
That's only what 7 more, 6, 7 more.
Oh, you're saying okay.
So let's look at the schedule. I say 6 or 7 more wins. We already have 3. So
all these 3 games are very iffy.
I think they could win all 3. So let's just say we take 2. Let's say we take 2 out of those.
And while we do this, can we also see if we have any for sure's?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying as we look.
Okay.
But you're saying we'll take 2. All right, so we'll take 2.
I'm not gonna say any for sure for the Colts. The Colts are you can't really say for sure.
And that's a problem. But let's continue. So that's 2 and 1. So now we'd be at 5. Eagles.
It's gonna be a tough game, but it's winnable.
Eagles, Steelers, Cowboys. All those games are tough but winnable.
I would say
the Steelers I hate to say it, are the easiest game you have.
100%.
So you have 3 easy games and then 3 tough games.
And then we go.
Bye.
That is a kind of tough schedule. Then bye, and then we go Vikings.
Chargers. Oh, Vikings.
Vikings will be tough. Vikings and Chargers will be tough. But
Giants.
I think we can beat the Giants and the Texans for sure.
Texans for sure, and that's gonna be interesting. That's the last game of the year since that was our first game of the year. That's funny, like bookends.
So let's say. Let's say 1, 2.
I want to look at the Steelers schedule and see who's harder. Just because I don't want to be petty, but
it's pretty tough. But I think we have
Saints, Cincinnati, Colts, Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Vegas. But our shit's kind of shit.
2.
I'm tripping. Yeah, our shit's kind of hard too. Our shit's hard too.
4, 5. So yeah, I counted 5 that I think we can definitely win. So that would be 8 wins. So it's gonna be close. So I'm not saying they're for sure gonna get in the playoffs, but as a Colts fan, I'm speaking it into existence. We're gonna squeak into the playoffs with about 8 to 10 wins. I said 9 to 10 before, but I'm gonna switch it to 8 to 10 after looking at the schedule.
I like that, and I have no arguments there, as a Colts fan. So teams to talk about after 40 minutes. I don't know if that means that we've had a great episode or we've just been talking for a long time.
I don't know. I'm not into the podcast business.
Yeah, I think it could be a little bit of both, honestly. But
Gotcha.
Teams to talk about, Chiefs versus 49ers. I'm going to try to talk about this fast. If I could say this game, I would just show that the 49ers have a lot of potential. They look even better now. Christian McCaffrey is going to change their team. The energy is different. But the Chiefs showed why they and the Bills are 1A and everybody else in the league is 1B. Trying to be 1B.
Pretty much.
But no matter what is going on, they are 1A. And whoever, whether it's the Eagles, whether it's the Giants, whether it's, 1B.
Pretty much.
I think the 49ers now are better than the Eagles. I think the 49ers now are the best team in the NFC. And I think that would be, if we were going to have an argument, the only one. Before we get to that, I'd say with the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are the MVPs. And I think that Jalen Hurts, after my episode of Xavier, I don't know if you watched it or saw this, but he said a very good point that Jalen Hurts is a bad game away. And I've agreed with that ever since he said that. Jalen Hurts is a bad game away from being out of the MVP race, and I see it. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are not a game away from being out of the MVP race. Every game they just will to win, even though they both have great teams and great helps around them. So those are my 3 things right now. Jalen, and Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes are the MVP. The Chiefs and the Bills are the best teams in the league, not by far, but by a good shot. And that's about it. Do you have anything to argue with that before I assume you disagree with me about the 49ers being the best in the NFC?
I would just say that I wouldn't dismiss Jalen Hurts as easily as you are right now. Like, I don't know. I do think that Mahomes and Allen will always be up there because of their namesake and because of their talent. But, like, they're just those guys, like. Yeah. They just they're those guys, period. But the Eagles are undefeated right now, so I don't know. I think people they're still sleeping on the Eagles, like saying that they're not for real. I think they're definitely for real. They're still the best team in the NFC, I think.
You know what they remind me of? And I think I saw someone say this on ESPN. I'd be watching so much that sometimes them thoughts probably just get niggas be saying, damn, I'm trying to stop saying that. another thing, because we're just talking on TikTok, bro. You know, if you say, I mean, I'm not gonna post this clip to TikTok, so you'd have to be in the deep reaches of my show to see this on episode 8, and I appreciate that. But if you say niggas on TikTok, they won't let you post it.
That's crazy.
They'll take the sound off. But anyways, you can say any other cuss word there. It's interesting.
Some Chinese, man.
You're right. Actually.
I know, for real.
No, I'm not even gonna think about that while I'm filming because that's a whole other podcast itself.
Think about it for real.
I will afterwards.
Think about
it. But fuck, what was I saying? Damn, what was I saying before that? Chiefs 49ers, Patrick Mahomes. You remember what I was about to go on?
You was on Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, and I was saying.
Oh, they remind me of the Chiefs with Alex Smith, and I think I heard someone say this on ESPN, so I'm not gonna say this is my idea. But the Chiefs of Alex Smith were undefeated, I think, for like 12, 13 games. But but during that season, and I thought back, I remember this. Were you ever thinking they were going to win the Super Bowl? Like, I remember those seasons when they would win 12, 13 games. And I remember a specific season when they won like 12 in a row. And not once did I ever think the Chiefs could win the Super Bowl. And I feel like right now with the Eagles, I don't give a fuck how many games they win.
I don't feel like that. You think that they can't win the Super Bowl right now?
I would never say can't, but I would be very surprised. I'd be very surprised if they made it out of the NFC. I'm not going to lie. This could come back to bite me in the ass.
If they stay healthy, they have the best, 100% the best offensive line and the best defensive line. So they're pretty much it's not guaranteed, but every game that they play, they're pretty much going to have an advantage in the trenches. So like on defense, they're going to get to the quarterback a lot.
No, you can.
On offense, they're going to get protection. Jalen Hurts is going to get time for the most part. Like obviously some games they're like against the Cowboys, Parsons was trying to get in there, but they had some plays against him like where they didn't even block him and they just let him decide because I think it was an option play and then he had to decide and he froze up.
Yeah.
And they just went past him. But, dude, I just think the Eagles are well coached. I think they win in the trenches. They have great receivers. They have a really good quarterback who I trust right now. I know you say he's a bad game away from being outside the MVP talk.
Which doesn't mean he's not a great quarterback. That's his MVP race.
No, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. But he's also like, a bad game from being not undefeated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I just think that they're for real, and I don't know. I don't think they need Jalen Hurts to play really, really well for them to go far. Like, I think the NFC is very weak. I think the teams they'll have to play are like the teams like the Vikings and I don't think the Saints will make it, but maybe probably the Packers if they make the wild card.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I don't know. The Cowboys too. I don't know. We'll see.
Those are true.
But I believe in the Eagles for now. We'll see.
Yeah, but okay.
They'll have to show me they can't compete.
And with the 49ers then, so you don't think they're the best team in the...
I think they're up there. I think they're damn near right behind them.
Okay. And do you think the Eagles are far ahead, or do you think would you be surprised if either way?
I wouldn't be surprised, and that's another thing. Like I just said, I got to see it. Like
yeah.
He just got there, and they obviously lost. I know that he only had a few days to prepare, and he was taking split carries. 49ers are still a good football team, so
yes.
For them to lose like that, they should come back this week, and we should see real Christian how he's going to be implemented into the offense, and I think they're going to get the dub this week. We'll see though.
Do you know who they play at? I'm gonna do the predictions live, but I don't even know who they play. If not, we can just
I just
wait.
had it in my head, but I forgot.
It's fine. We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Seahawks versus Chargers. As I just say that game out loud, I think the only thing I would even want to say about that really matters is Geno Smith a top 5 QB? I know you answered this, but let's get on film.
No.
I don't think so either. He's a top 10, of course. That's unarguable.
Yeah. Okay. It's arguable, but I'd say right now he's definitely top 10.
Okay.
Based on what they've been displaying this year, he's top 10.
Now let's get to the good conversation. And we started this a little bit earlier in the show, but who was more important in the Seahawks 2 Super Bowls that they got to? Not the Legion of Boom, because of course that's the defense, but what we knew the Seahawks to be, I think when we were in high school it would be.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll and him being a defensive coach and that amazing defense, or Russell Wilson being a great quarterback, or a perfect storm in the same way that I said with, same question basically. Just instead, yeah.
It could have been a perfect storm, but I'm gonna say that it was more Pete Carroll just based on recent performance and recent evidence. Russell Wilson's been pretty terrible. No matter how you slice it, he's been terrible. Bottom tier in the league, terrible. So, and Geno Smith has been playing very solid, like we just said, and everybody going into this year didn't give the Seahawks a chance. And I would say, including me, I'm not going to say I didn't give. Actually, I didn't give them a chance at all to go to the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that. No. And I still don't think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. But I think they have a very good chance of making the playoffs. They're
the leader of the division.
Yeah, I think they're tied.
I'm about to look. Hold on.
I think
something else that I saw about ESPN. I be seeing this shit can do a lot of shit. But
are they tied or?
They're winning.
They're
a game ahead. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who had a bye week last week, so they're technically not.
And I just checked. The Rams play the 49ers, which is a good divisional matchup.
Oh,
damn. They haven't beat the 49ers in a regular season game in years.
They haven't, yeah. And I do. That's betting. That's some betting shit to look through. Interesting. But the Seahawks should make the playoffs because this is a division. No, this is a division where you don't have. We were talking earlier where the Colts and the Steelers have to win their division to get to the playoffs. The Seahawks could get second, potentially even third, but definitely second. Definitely second.
If they get third, I wouldn't say they're in. But if they get second, let's just take this. So look, the Giants and the Cowboys.
Actually, let's just look at conference.
So look, the Giants and the Cowboys are ahead of them. Along with the Packers, right?
No, they're 1, 2, 3, 4. They're
right
fifth right now. So 7 teams get in.
So the Giants, Cowboys, Vikings, and the Eagles, and they're fifth. Rams had a bye. I think Tampa Bay will still finish higher. I don't know. It'll be close.
It will be very. They should.
They have Green Bay should finish higher too.
Just to look at the rest of their schedule, because I think you started doing that. And I think that's interesting. Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Bucks, Raiders, Rams, Panthers, 49ers, Chiefs. Just looking at that really
Jets,
bare.
Rams.
That's pretty hard. Yeah, that's pretty hard.
That's bad. So let me see who they played real quick. I know they beat the Chargers twice, I'm pretty sure.
They beat the Cards. They beat the Saints. No, they lost to the Saints. They beat the Lions. They lost to the Falcons. They lost to the 49ers. They beat the Broncos.
So they've only beat the Broncos, the Lions, the Cardinals, and the Chargers.
So looking at all that in totality, they could easily not make the playoffs. You're right.
I wouldn't bet on them to make the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. And the rest of their schedule, and I think we could both agree, just looking at this in totality, the last half of their schedule is a lot harder than the front half.
Oh, yeah, 10 times. That's probably the hardest last half of the schedule I've seen since I've been looking at them. Yeah, way harder than the Colts and the Steelers.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so we both, because I agree with you there that it was more, now after recent events with Russell Wilson, that it was more Pete Carroll. So it's a different situation than Tom Brady. Okay.
Way different.
That's all I wanted.
I knew where you were going with that.
That's all I wanted to do with that. Ravens, you knew where I was going with that?
Definitely.
Yeah. Ravens versus Brown. If you've been watching, I don't know, but I know you have. And if you guys have been watching it, I really like Lamar. And now I feel like he's trying to make me worry about him. He gives every single team a chance to win, and you cannot win a Super Bowl that way. It's not happening. You got to know how to put the lights out on teams, bro.
I agree, 100%. But I will say it's not all Lamar's fault. I know he's had a bad last 2 games, 2 games. So I mean, last 2 games at least he's been making some bad decisions in random spots of the game where we don't need that, but. It's not all his fault. The Ravens' defense isn't playing as good as they should be. But I still think that the Ravens will get it together. I think Lamar will get them to the playoffs. They'll win that division. It'll be close with the Bengals.
Okay. That's the specifics I like. Win the division, get to playoffs, Super Bowl this year. I think no.
They have a chance.
Okay.
It's all about matchups, bro. All about matchups. If they could get
they
could get the Titans, and then they could get the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs is a good matchup for them because they could run all over the Chiefs, manage the clock.
I wonder if they play each other this year.
And their secondary is I'm saying in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But their secondary is top 5 for sure.
Yes.
I know they were getting burnt the first couple games of the season, but it's top 5. Marcus Peters had to get back from that ACL. They still have Marlon Humphrey from Alabama. They're nice in the secondary.
Okay. I think that they're definitely in the division. I think they'll definitely get to the playoffs. I don't know. I guess you're right. You've convinced me, I guess, about there's a chance it is about matchups because those are all true things. It just scares me that it's just like in the AFC, we have quarterbacks that where if you have a 10-point, 15-point lead, it's over. You're not coming back. Just because they're not going to go a half without scoring. They're not going to go a fourth quarter without scoring if they need to. So if you get it within 7.
Definitely not a lot of quarterbacks like that. Definitely not a lot.
Not a lot. You're right. I'd be thinking about the AFC and really just saying Buffalo and KC. I guess no more like that, bro, but it just is. It's frightening, I'd say, how he does it, how he gives to. Because they could have easily lost to the Browns. It was a. Did you watch?
I did. I didn't watch the whole game, but okay. I did watch.
Did you watch the end of it?
Yeah.
The Browns. It was. They got lucky. It was 2 calls. What was it? Those. The Browns had the ball, and I think they had 2 offensive penalties that sent them back.
Yeah, I forget which one it was. I don't even think I saw that part, honestly.
It was all I know is if the Browns had won that game, no one would have been surprised. I felt the way it was going, the way the game was going.
No, I agree.
So every single game, and I feel like it's weird to say that because like saying about this in the Colts and the Steelers is fair, but when I say what I'm saying about the Ravens, I feel like that's not good. They could win and lose any game, or not. Okay, I'm exaggerating. They could win or lose over 50% of their games, and a team that good, that is a problem.
I mean, anybody can win or lose any game.
Can be.
Come on, bro. Like,
the Chiefs cannot win or lose any game.
They lost to the Colts.
Okay, but that's it.
You can win or lose any game, bro. You gotta. It's all about.
You can win or lose. Oh, I'll let you go.
It's all about execution, bro. Like, if you're not executing on that one day, like. Bro.
But the Chiefs...
You could be knocking everybody out in training camp. You get to fight night. You don't feel good. You get your ass rocked. Like, it's just game day. Like, bro, you got to be good on that certain day. Like, everything's got to go right. I think any team can win or lose. And that's why motherfuckers in Vegas is building buildings on buildings because people think shit's a lock. And
it never is.
They be watching their money go away. Go towards another casino.
But you can't sit here and say that a comment like the Chiefs could win or lose any game and a comment like the Colts can win or lose any game has the holds the same logic as a word that a lot of my friends like to use. Saying. Like you're being like don't do this.
No, I see what you're saying, but
so when I say the Ravens, thing. Who's closer? What are the closer? What kind of team are the Ravens closer to? The Colts or the Chiefs? I'll let you answer before okay. So when I say it is not good for the Chiefs for me to be able to say they can win or lose half their games, but they're on the Chiefs level, is that not a problem?
No. I mean, because we're just getting into the if game again. You just if it doesn't matter, bro. Like as long as they keep winning, they will keep going far. It's all about the W. I don't care if you win 6-3. That's a win. Same with the Colts, 12-9. Dub, chalk it up. Keep it going. Get another dub. It's all about winning that week. You got to do whatever you can to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I do, but I feel like you're ignoring the fact that all teams are not the same. Some teams are just better than other teams.
I'm not ignoring that fact. That's 100% true.
So if some teams are just better than others, you can't say... Like, you can win or lose every game just in the standard that anything is possible. That's like saying anything. That's
my whole point.
But saying anything is possible, but
anybody can win any game.
But the probability is a real thing. And sometimes probabilities are 80. Like, it was an 80% chance that the Chiefs were going to beat the Colts. I love the Colts. It was an 80% chance.
Okay,
and that 20% happened.
Probability don't mean shit.
If they play 10 times, the Chiefs would probably win 8 times.
But they don't play 10 times.
Tammy,
you're going if again. They don't play 10 times. They played that one time.
You have to give me a 30-minute argument.
And the Colts won that one time. We're 1-0 against the Chiefs.
Oh my God.
Pat Mahomes. We run Pat Mahomes. We run KC.
But you're ignoring the fact that I know it's if, but
if what? If what?
If they play it 10 times, it is probable.
What does that have anything to do with anything?
Because I'm trying to get you to see that even though any team can win any game, there are a lot of games where you go into, and if you had to pick probability, I hate to bring betting into this because it kind of helps your argument, but the probability is so high that it's why would you not think that they're gonna win? And if the Ravens are of the team where their skill level makes them where it's it is probable that they should. It is probable that who the fuck have the Ravens? I wish I had their skill, but it's probable that they should not be in these situations. It's weird that they are. The Chiefs, listen to me. The Chiefs and the Bills. It is probable that they should win most of their games, and it is happening that they are winning most of their games, and it's not surprising. If I said the Bills can win or lose any game, you would not agree with that. I'm gonna make that statement.
The Super Bowl favorites, of course.
Can't.
They can win or lose any game. I'm not saying.
But if I said that on my show, you would agree. You would disagree.
I'm okay, you're probably right. I mean, that's a Super Bowl.
But you would disagree.
It's not. They're probably gonna lose 3 to 4.
The Chiefs can win or lose any game. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, any team can win or lose any game. Same with the Bills. I'm just saying it's different with every team, but probability means absolutely nothing.
The Panthers can win or lose. The Panthers can win or lose any game. You think they're going to win 5 games in the next? You think they're going to win 5? Is it probable?
But did you think it was probable they were going to win against the Bucs last week?
Honestly.
No, you didn't.
Okay. I did it. But I will say, hindsight is 20/20.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Anyone can win any game. This is the National Football League. Those are all professional athletes, bro. People be sleeping.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying that.
You're acting like it's.
I'm not saying
every game's not 50-50.
Bro, damn near. Yes, it is.
Okay, that's the root of the argument. I 100% disagree. Every game is 50-50.
In terms of, I think everyone has a chance to win. Yes.
I'm writing this down. I feel like this should start. This is a clip.
I think everyone can fucking win. I don't know what you mean by that. So you're saying some teams can go into some games and have a 0% chance of winning the game. No, that's my whole argument.
No, but 10-20. And if your chances are 10-20, if you had a 10-20 chance percent that you were gonna die, you would be crying. I'm probably gonna die.
No,
not crying. I'm not saying
that's
you'd be
crazy.
wheezing, but you'd be okay, I'm about to go put my things in order. I'm probably about to die.
That's a crazy mindset to have. That's crazy.
I get what you're saying because I wouldn't have that mindset of, yes, this is a winner's mentality. I get what you're doing.
No, but still. I don't know. I don't know. If we were going off your argument, then you would, all the teams that we thought would be good. There's no way you thought that the Jets would be better than the Chargers at this point in terms of record. Same with the Giants. Probability means nothing. They probably predicted them to win 5 to 6 games, and they've already got 5 to 6 games won.
But the reason that probability matters is that it gives you a way better chance of over a course of time. It gives you a better chance of getting a desired outcome. And I'm bringing this back into the argument that we're having because if the probability of the Ravens should be winning more than 50% of their games, that's the probability. Reality is amazing because they can shatter probability, yes. But it's weird that it's happening, and that's my point. It's weird and it's not okay. When probabilities don't happen, it is weird.
But that's you just made my point. Probability don't mean shit.
It does mean shit. I'm saying because life is amazing, it can be thrown away.
You're basically saying probability is interesting, right?
Yeah, of course it is, yes.
So you're just saying it's interesting. I don't think probability has an impact on the game like you think it does. Is what I'm saying.
Probability doesn't have an impact on the game. Yes, it does. If it's more probable, that's why you bet. Yeah, definitely. That's why I don't know who the Chiefs play this week, but I bet they're gonna win.
But you're talking about people that are betting. I'm talking about it doesn't have anything to do with people on the field. They're gonna play and whoever's gonna win is gonna win. Probability is just, I think it's this much of a chance that this motherfucker gonna beat this motherfucker. That's probability. That's all probability is. Like, I don't know. I don't really.
I don't know either.
I think,
and this is why I think this is a good argument because maybe 100 people. I don't know. I don't know how many people see my things, but I feel like this is because I don't agree. I don't agree.
I don't know.
Probability. So when you're like, so you're not a like with fourth downs and shit. Like I guess it's switching the argument a lot, but like.
So you're talking about like analytics now?
I
like
guess.
Fourth down?
Yeah, like are you a probability person? You're more of a feel person, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I think I kind of am, but I'm also probability as well.
I mean, if I was a head coach in the NFL where they had that shit on deck, I would look at it. But no, I don't. If I'm like coaching high school, I don't need that. Like,
Type.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely not. But
Type.
Yeah, I think some people are getting too much into that. I think like McVay, him winning the Super Bowl at such a young age, and some other he's not young, but Andy Reid, like his play calling with Pat Mahomes, I think they're setting. Someone said this the other day, but they're setting like unreal expectations for all these other coaches. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. Most of them are, especially the younger ones. But we'll see.
I think we could, knowing us, could probably talk about this for another hour.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to stop it and say we can agree to disagree on this specific thing.
Absolutely.
I'm going to clip this, bro, and I hope a lot of people see this. I hope that it starts a conversation. I feel like 50-50. I feel like is every game 50-50 because I'm going to – no. That's my final argument. And you're saying is every game 50-50? Yes.
To end it,
yeah,
I think every single team that steps on the field has a chance to win. 50-50. I think the odds start to sway once the other team starts to score. But once it's 0-0, every single team has a chance. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
And if they don't, they're just not trying to win. I don't know.
Okay.
Clip it.
It's getting clipped. I'm telling you. I'm not lying. It's getting.
So just to finish it, you think that probability has a real impact on the game?
Yeah. Not like when you say real, like it can change how people make decisions for the right and wrong. Yes. If that's not what you meant by real, then
that's what I mean.
Yeah. Then yes. I think probability has a real impact on the game for that definition.
That's interesting. Huh. We'll see. So,
I think when you get down to the Super Bowl, no. Because I don't think the probable at the beginning, but game to game, situation to situation.
So you're saying some people are just too good to compete with others?
No. I'm saying some people are just so good that it's like it's probable that they're going to, that yes. Once you show skill to a certain amount of skill for a certain amount of time, it becomes more probable that you would beat your predecessors. Or not your predecessors. I use that word completely wrong. With your I can't think of the word on it. What's the fucking people that are around you that you like that are your
peers?
Yeah, peers.
So
P words.
But
peers, yeah. The Chiefs have proven that they are, as a whole, probably better than most of their peers. So it's more probable to win. That's my argument.
And I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying that. Maybe we're arguing about different things.
Possibly.
Because I think all I'm saying is I know what probability is, the definition of it, and I agree that it's a real thing, but it doesn't have an impact on the game. I think every single game is 50-50.
And I think we are arguing the same thing because I get what you're saying and I don't agree.
So you don't think every team has the same amount of opportunities to win a game as another? Like, I feel like every single team has opportunities to win every single game. You just have to execute. Like, in some teams aren't. I'm not saying every team's gonna. Like, I'm not saying. So who's the worst team in the league right now?
Panthers, I'd say.
Panthers. So I'm not saying the Panthers have a 50-50 shot at beating the Bills.
Thank you. Okay.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of probability, though. But, like, I'm saying once that fucking ball gets snapped, anything can happen. And I'm saying then probability goes out the window. So when I say 50-50, I'm kind of just saying, like, every game's even. I'm not really referring to probability, if you know what I mean.
I get what you're saying. That's why I'm nodding my head and thinking before I say anything. Because I get what you're saying.
Got you. Yeah, because I wasn't really arguing about probability.
I don't know if I'm in the frame anymore, actually, but let me get over, but continue.
No, yeah, I just wasn't arguing every fight being 50-50 probability-wise. I'm saying not fight, I don't know why I said fight. Every football game being 50-50.
We were arguing about fighting all morning.
Yeah, everything being 50-50 in football probability-wise. I'm just saying, like, either team has an equal shot at winning every single game. And I understand what you're saying, probability in betting. Like, that's why there is betting and probability and whatnot, odds and shit. But I'm just saying that doesn't matter once they actually get on the field and start playing. Like, anything can happen, and any team has the same amount of opportunity or chance or whatever to win the game as any other team. If that makes sense.
It does. I get what you're saying. In the middle of the show, I agree to disagree. I get what you're saying because of the human balance that comes into. Like, I don't want to get like fucking theoretical, but of course, any man fighting, you could be 4'11" and someone could be 6 foot. All you gotta do is hit a nigga one good time in the right place, and they're gonna fall.
I mean, it's theoretically and. Yeah, I don't know.
Nigga, if I hit you in your knee good enough and you break your knee, like from the argument that you're having, anything, all you gotta do is one good hit. And in this metaphor I'm using for sports, I'm not even, but all it takes is one good hit to the shit, nigga. One good hit, God. One good hit to the ball. Like, I'm saying anything can make a team or a person, you're gonna fall and then you could lose. But yeah,
what I'm saying,
I thought you were about to say something. I thought you were going to say but the 4'11" nigga probably, he could. He definitely could. It is possible. That's why it's like, in all sports have that human element to where, yes, you're right. Every team could win. That's why sports are beautiful.
Yeah, that's my whole argument. That's all I was arguing. I'm not saying probability isn't real. I'm just saying probability don't mean shit.
Okay, so this is what we started out on. That got us here. And if you don't think this is, if you don't agree with this, that's okay. No, it's not okay. We'd have to figure out what to start it on. If you don't agree with this, then what do you think this started on? But it was us talking about the Ravens and whether or not it was weird that I felt like it was more probable that they should be winning games. And for some reason, they're giving every team a chance to win. And it's weird and it's scary.
Yeah, because
and getting back to our probable. Close. Yeah, and getting back to our probable thing where it's like everybody has, chances. They are fulfilling the beauty of human sports and chance a lot more than the Chiefs, a lot more than the Bills, a lot more than the Eagles. They are really fulfilling that anybody could win motto right now. Would you agree with that at least? And the Chiefs aren't. They are not agreeing with that. The Bills aren't.
I'm just gonna agree to disagree with you on this subject.
Okay, fair. I don't even.
I definitely have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna clip it and pause it here and go. All right, this is part 2 or the next part or the second thing or whatever of the episode. An hour and 11 minutes in. We're gonna try to go a lot quicker with the last however many minutes. But yeah, we disagree. I think we can both agree to disagree on if every game is 50-50 by the arguments we were having.
Yeah, my whole argument is just probability don't mean shit. Agree to disagree?
Agree to disagree. So, it's not even to say anything about the Chiefs or the 49ers. Panthers beating the Bucks was amazing. Commanders beating the Packers was wild. I said last week if the Packers lose, they're really cooked. And I believe that to be true. And I'm saying this to ask, who do you think has the better chance of having a better season? Just eye test and I guess where their teams actually end up. But just both as far as the quarterbacks. Tom Brady and the Bucks or Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And I think the Packers are absolutely cooked. And I think the Bucks are going to be better. But I'll just let you go there.
I would say the Bucks, but I'm really not confident in that answer. I think they both have struggling offensive lines. Bucks are just a lot they're all hurt. A lot of them are hurt. Rodgers and them are just struggling their offensive line. Their secondary doesn't look too good. Like, they can't really cover anybody, it seems. Like, I don't want to say the defense is overrated, but it's kind of the same boat that Tampa Bay's in. Like, they literally are, like, similar situations. So,
And at that point, I'm asking who's the better quarterback now.
exactly, and I can't bet on the GOAT. Bet against the GOAT.
Type. Yeah. And I guess that's all I could ask about that. I mean, I'm assuming that win meant nothing for the Panthers. It was an anomaly. I guess that's adding probability. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to do that. So
No, you're good.
do you expect the Panthers to make something of that game and start maybe a stretch?
No.
Okay. I don't either.
But that's,
Yeah.
That's just why every game is different.
Yes. You're right. And the Commanders, same question.
Well,
Do you expect them to make something of that win? And now they have Taylor Heineke or Tyler. It's Taylor Heineke.
Taylor. No, I don't think so.
And they're
going to catch an L this week in Indy.
Yes, agree. Yeah. But shout out to Terry though, and damn, Terry's coming back to Indy. I guess for the game. He had a great game. He was talking his shit. I like that. I like to see it.
It's gonna be tough for us to cover him for sure.
100%. We're done with teams to talk about. Let's get to week 8 predictions. I haven't even picked them yet. Tomorrow is tonight actually. We're filming this on Thursday. Yeah. Ravens versus Bucks. That game is very cool considering what we've talked about. I don't want to take too long on this. If you already know, you can say it first. I think I got the
Ravens.
Damn. Wow. I got the Bucks.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. If the Buccaneers win, it's because Tom Brady is the GOAT and Lamar is making a problem out of giving teams a chance to win. And that is the worst person in the world to give a chance to win. It just seems like a recipe for bad.
It does.
And I don't even know why I just stopped and sat back like we're going to have a conversation because the predictions are supposed to be the quickest part of the show. But that's tonight's game. Just to talk about that and to just wrap, we're not even going to get into betting. Just to, you got Ravens. Okay.
I got Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens, Bucks. Okay. Broncos, Jaguars. That is a 9 o'clock game. I love those. We love those on the show because you watch football all day. I have the Jags, even though the Jags, they looked really good the first 2 games of the season, and now they look like the Jags. But
yeah, they do.
I got the Jags
though. Yeah, I got the Jags too.
Falcons, Panthers. I got the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons.
Bears, Cowboys. But I'm noticing I'm picking all of the home teams.
I don't know. I want to pick an upset right there. I think I'm going to say Bears.
Okay. Dolphins at Lions. I'm going to go Dolphins.
Yeah, I'll go Dolphins.
That's my first time this year, I think, betting against the Lions. Watch them win. Cardinals at Vikings. I'll go Cardinals.
I got Vikings.
Raiders at Saints.
Ooh, that's a good game.
That is a good game. I hate betting on the Saints. But I got the Saints. I
got the Raiders in that one.
Patriots at Jets. The Patriots made it. We didn't talk about it. Doesn't matter. But the Patriots are.
I agree. I got the Jets. Patriots have been bad. Yeah, Belichick damn near messed up taking Mac Jones out.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like, yeah, Patriot. Yeah, so we both said Jets. Steelers at Eagles. I don't even think I need to say it. If you watch this show, I don't even think I need to say it. Camby, you can say what you say.
I got the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Titans at Texans. I guess I'm going to say Texans just because it would be good for the Colts. Probably the Titans will win, though.
Yeah.
And just to call it upset somewhere. So I got the
Texans.
Titans. Fair. Commanders at Colts. Again, do I even need to say it? I don't even think you need to say it.
Big dubs. Go Colts.
49ers at Rams. 49ers. These last few I'm feeling confident about for some reason.
I'm very confident in the 49ers against the Rams this week.
Giants at Seahawks.
Ooh,
Matt Dable effect. I'm confident about these last games. I'm thinking this may be like a 4-game parlay.
Because of Brian Dable?
Brian Dable. And you know what? Oh, dude looks really, really good. The quarterback. I saw he has more rushing yards than Najee.
Daniel Jones does.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's fried as
He has
hell.
more rushing yards than Najee Harris.
Najee suck.
Don't go too crazy now,
He
but
suck.
that was me to show you how good the Giants. We didn't even talk about the Giants. I've talked the Giants the last 2 or 3 weeks. I am convinced about the Giants. Not going to lie. Even if they lose this week, it doesn't matter.
Giants better than the Eagles?
No.
Okay.
Are they better than the Cowboys, though? I don't know, but it's possible. It's very possible. Giants at Seahawks, did you say?
Giants.
Yeah. And just to ask, who's going to finish second in the division? Cowboys or Giants? I am calling right here on this show, an hour and 18 minutes in. I'm calling the Giants.
I would love to see the Giants. Absolutely love it. So
I would too.
I'll go Giants too. Why not? I don't like the Cowboys.
I don't either. Packers at Bills. You know what?
Bills.
I got Bills, but this is an upset alert. Like, if I could put, like, upset alert in flashing letters, I'd say, like, Aaron Rodgers, and I hate speaking good about the Packers, but, like, bro, like, him losing against the Giants, Jets, back-to-back, and then the Commanders.
Yeah.
That's so crazy if he loses to the... Would that be 5 in a row?
4.
4?
I think.
That would be bad. It's probably gonna happen, but damn. And that's the 8 o'clock game.
And it's in Buffalo, man. Like, come on. I don't know. Like, I think the Packers can cover the spread. I think it's going to be like 10 or 11 or something like that. But
Probably, yeah.
But I don't think they can win the game. I really don't. If they win, I'll be surprised.
Bengals at Browns. Bengals. That's a Monday game.
Yeah, Bengals in a really close one, I think.
Oh, and a really close one?
I think so.
Okay.
Browns defense is going to show out, I think.
All right. We're not going to do bench this week, just saying. But I guess fantasy, just ending it off on fantasy. I'm in a 2-game losing streak. This game, I really need a win. I think I'm 3-4 right now, all things considered. I'm not even going to say on the thing who is who. I'm just going to put them up on the video, on the screen, so you guys can see the matchup and who I'm playing. I think I should win this week. I am, in fact, 3-4. This is a big game for me. The biggest game of the season. So, like I say every week on the season, all we do is win. Every game we go into it thinking we're gonna win. I haven't been looking at the whatchamacallit so far this week, the waivers and stuff as much the last couple of weeks. But this week I was more active.
Sleeping.
What'd you say?
Sleeping.
Yeah, I have been sleeping the last couple of weeks, which is probably why I lost. But this week I was definitely awake. I've been looking at stuff more. I'm confident this week. I hope I win. I need a win no matter what. The season still keeps rolling. Like I said again, I'm going to have the matchup on the screen. I lost to Camby in that 2 week, I think it's been a losing span. He got a nice lucky win against me. But Camby, if you want to talk about your fantasy team and what you're looking for, who you play this week, what your record is, give a little fantasy update.
That was lucky last week?
Yes. I didn't have my kicker. My kicker was out. I didn't put him in. I didn't really look at my team.
He didn't pick up another kicker.
Exactly. It was lucky that I did that. It was lucky for you that I did that.
No, it's your fault.
2 things
Even
can be
if
true.
Even if you did put your kicker in, you would have got spanked.
I would have, but I'm just saying, like, and if I had started certain players, that I wouldn't necessarily, because I had some players on my bench that, I'm not even going to get into it because it's an if.
Got you.
But I had some players on my bench that did better than some of my starters.
So, yeah, but
that's all I'm going to say.
Not good enough. Is what I mean.
All right, fair. All right. What you doing this? What's this week
for fantasy?
Yeah.
I got Pops this week.
Damn.
So I think I'm a whoop that ass.
His team is hard if I remember right. Doesn't he have like
He has Mahomes. He's on the bye. He has Derrick Henry.
Oh.
Debo. And he does have DeAndre Hopkins coming back. But I'm not worried about that. I got Diggs coming off the bye. Kamara, he's looking nice. We're going to be all right. I do have Kelsey on the bye and Herbert and Eckler. But
damn. So it's a bye week for both of you guys.
Yeah, I got 3 on the bye, and I think he's only got his QB. But and he's got Kyler Murray on the bench, so he's fine. I'm struggling more than he is, but I'm gonna get the dub. We're gonna move to 7-1. This is my league.
7-1.
I'm 6-1. Right
You're
now.
6-1.
Yeah.
I'd repeat that.
It's my league to lose, bro. For real.
Wow.
I got a squad, so if I lose, I'm a loser.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were
That's all
that.
there is to it. I'm just a loser if I lose, but that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get the
damn.
bread.
You know, if you're on Garrett's football show, like during the playoff episodes, which I expect to be very fun, and you're about to lose, clipping this part right there would be very funny. I just thought about that, but it will be.
right
It would be funny
I bet it would be.
because you're not a loser, but you know,
No.
if you didn't win, and then you would be admitting yourself. I mean, I would probably ask, "Are you a loser?" Like 10 weeks from now, when that would happen.
We're getting into the if games again.
Okay, that's cool. Everything in the not. I'm not gonna get into it. So much is if, and so much. There's a lot of ifs. And as someone that likes to bet, I bet on games. I bet on myself. I bet on everything. Ifs sometimes come true. There's a lot of ifs that I had that came true. And beforehand, there's a lot of hella ifs in everything. That I was like, if that happens, this will happen. And it happened. Sometimes you got to speak shit into existence.
Yeah. If it was a spliff, we'd all be high.
You like your if metaphors or sayings or couplets or whatever. Don't
If
you?
it's just if. You like that Marvel
It doesn't
show,
exist.
What If? You like What If?
I do like what if because it's
just-
interesting to
it's
think
just
about
if.
what.
Like, it's not really like.
But it's interesting to think about what if.
Yeah, it is interesting, but not facts.
Well, fantasy, I would say I'm gonna think I'm gonna win. So
You think you're gonna win the whole thing?
Yeah, of course. Because like we all know, all it is about getting to the playoffs, and then once the playoffs start, it's a completely different league, and I'll be ready.
You're right about that.
I'll be ready.
So I'm glad you have the optimism, but
So I'm just saying.
you got to see me. So
I'm just saying I can't wait to have you on episode probably like 18, 19, like the playoff episodes of Garrett's Football Show and see what the fantasy is looking
I'll
like.
be on this motherfucker lit.
We'll see.
I'll be on this motherfucker.
You may not want to come on this motherfucker if your fantasy team's doing bad enough. But hour 30 minutes. That's a whole movie. Damn.
Damn, that is a movie.
Thank you for watching. If you watched 20 seconds, if you watched 20 minutes, if you watched an hour and 20 minutes, I appreciate it. Cam, do you have anything you want to say?
Ifs don't mean shit.
I disagree. Thank you for coming on again. Ifs means something. That's Garrett's Football Show, episode 8. Thank you.